Hello, everyone, and welcome. I am Abigail, the ultimate guru, and with me, as always, is my co host, the world's only comedian, Bryden Proctor.
Hello. I take my balls out with my wiener through the jeans.
Why? Why are you? You need to stop sabotaging it at the intro. Can you wait like 10 minutes? Can you wait 10 minutes to ruin the show?
I pop them through.
Just 10 minutes. That's all I ask. Like, give me 10 beautiful minutes where I can pretend that I have like a podcast that might go. I'm trying to get us a big guest, okay? I'm trying. I'm working on him. And you know what? My mistake in all of this is probably going to be is he's going to go like 2 days before he finally comes on. Okay, he's gonna actually listen to the show, an episode of the show, just pick one at random, like, oh, let me see what these guys are about, and then he's gonna text me and he's gonna be like, nope, can't do it anymore. You guys are doing whatever the hell you think doing a show is, bro.
No, he's going to look. I mean, any man is going to look at that and go, I've never done
He's
that
not looking
before.
at anything, Bryden. He's blind.
They're never going to, oh, well, then, there you go. I mean, plenty of disabled people listen to this fucking show.
He can hear it though. It's the problem is that he can hear it. If it was a visual podcast,
This show is for people with disabilities, definitely. But any man listening to the show is going to go, how the fuck would you do that? And then they're going to try.
you know what? You might be right.
So, fellas,
honestly, it's probably gonna happen.
next time you're in a public urinal, pop your balls through the pee hole in your jeans.
Why? I don't know. Okay, I really do want to ask why you would do that, but also I really don't. So I'm not going to ask and you're not going to answer, but it's going to be like when Josh Denny came on and I can't get a word in edgewise because you guys just won't stop being gay the whole time. I work on like 45 minutes over time and I haven't been able to get to any topic because you're just being gay with him. That's what's going to happen.
You get topics like you put, toppings.
Okay, we're going to move
It's
on.
a Sunday. Visual.
Yeah, that's not.
An ice cream sundae.
We have blind people listening to the
A
show.
snail is what it looks like. This
He
snail.
doesn't know what a snail looks like.
A reverse snail.
Okay. We're moving on to our Dear Abby
I
segment.
don't do the show. I only do the show for our dear listeners, people that you neglect.
I'm sorry that I haven't been in the Discord, okay? I'm sorry.
Yeah, they're upset about it.
Yeah, I know. I looked in there today and all I saw was Abby's an evil, negligent mother and we should be taken away from her, is
Yes.
what all the children in the Discord are saying. We want to be emancipated.
And they're right. And you will be replaced by Tariq Nasheed, I think was the.
I was about to say it should be like a hot, young, like the replacement mom, but no.
Yeah,
no,
like-
it's Tariq Nasheed now. That's not.
I mean, that
what
would
I
be
was
better.
picturing.
Who's roaming millennial? Isn't she also a mom? She's like,
I don't know that person.
she's like, she's got like, she goes by her real name now. She's like some 2016 fucking conservative. I'm a conservative woman. I don't
Just
care
give it
about
to Lauren
labels.
Southern.
I don't care about labels. I'm roaming millennial. That's not a label. But yeah, Lauren Southern, that'd be good. Or better yet, is her younger sister still hot?
Yeah,
Let's do that one instead.
in my opinion.
I mean, that would be fine.
Okay.
I'd do a show with Rachel Maddow as well. That'd be fun. Like, I mean, I wouldn't even have to change any of the shit that I'd say. I'd be like, you look like a fucking lesbo. So,
Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay, before we get into our Dear Abby's, I'll tell this story. I was gonna go out yesterday. I was wearing like leggings and a tank top, and I was like, "Well, should I wear like a shirt over this?" Like, I don't know. I just look like I just got out of bed because I just got out of bed. And so my husband brings me one of his Hawaiian shirts to put over the tank top, and then he puts like a trucker cap on my head, and he's like, "This is so that no one messes with you. No one's gonna approach you because you look like a lesbian." And then he like looks at me and he was like, "No, the hat is too much. The hat is too good. We've got too far." Like it's like you look like. It's like, were you saying I look like a dyke? Like what? Yes, yes, that's what he was saying.
if you're putting on a trucker hat and wearing a Hawaiian shirt, you just look like me.
Yeah, yeah. Apparently, we just look like dykes. I don't
Well,
know.
that's people have been saying that about me for years. You remember that whole like dad's Google history is bloody dad's
Oh yeah,
Google? Yeah. Before I got fat, you know.
she did look kind of like you.
Yeah, I didn't like it. What's her stupid name? Fucking
Oh, I'm blanking.
Ozzy
I know what it
Ozzy
is.
Osderland or something shit like that.
No, she is from Australia, I think, though.
Yeah, I don't know how like I that's when I realized that like there's no way to get famous because that's like it's just random, I guess. Because it's not like
No,
it's,
that's not random. People like that have connections. I don't know about her specifically, but most of the people getting famous out of nowhere now, you look and they're like a trust fund baby whose uncle is involved with this production company or something.
yeah. Or we can look at let me throw some bows over at Chris D'Elia, uh,
Mm.
suspected
Suspected pedophile,
suspected
Crystalia.
pedophile Chris D'Elia that hopefully this doesn't come back one day to bite me. This will be the thing. He'll be the
I think
guy
we
that
talked
likes
about him
yeah.
on the bonus episode.
Everybody has, suspected pedophile Chris D'Elia. His dad fucking was the producer for Law and Order or some shit.
Mm.
Um, that
Special
D'Elia
Victims
family.
Unit, the one all
Yeah,
about
yeah.
rape. Huh.
Dun, 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 dun.
Fascinating.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Whatever. He's
Uh,
not funny. White comic, black comedy, or whatever the fuck that was. That special sucked dick. It confused
all
people
I
and it was
know.
bad.
The funniest thing he's done, though, is to
Just
have
rape that
everyone
girl.
on the internet. No, well, but let me. There's some qualifications there. Okay, hang on. It's like everyone on the internet, everyone in the country is like, oh, he's been talking to underage girls. He's got like these alarms on his phone for when they turn 18 because he's grooming them, and he just comes out with the statement. And he's like, I'm sorry that I enjoy sex. I had too much sex, and
Damn.
it's just like that's not really the problem here,
That
Chris.
is
Like,
turning around on Chris D'Elia.
yeah, it's
That's
so
pretty
funny.
cool, actually, to do that. It's like
It's like,
it's.
what are you gonna do? He said sorry, I guess. Not for anything anyone was mad at him about, except for maybe his wife. But
I didn't even know he had a wife. My whole thing that I've always disliked about him is I don't find him funny.
no, well, yeah, no.
He probably doesn't find me funny at all.
Well, he's never heard of you, Bryden.
No, we did go.
I'd be
I did see him at
completely
CVS one time,
okay.
and
Yeah.
he was chewing gum like really loud and fast. So cocaine will
Oh,
do that though.
yeah.
So I mean,
Allegedly,
that's another point for him of actually being really cool.
he's chewing bubble gum. He's doing cocaine.
Yeah, I literally think he was wearing a leather jacket too. I'm not kidding.
Oh my gosh.
Like I don't know why I'm talking shit about Chris D'Elia. I mean, he sounds like
Yeah.
right up my alley. Actually, what a cool dude.
You guys should be bros.
Yeah, we
We'll have him on the show.
can be bros, bros. He-
Ah, that's the problem. Is the way. Yeah. No,
The way he
that is the
talks?
problem. Yeah.
What is this thing where he's like that slaps or rips? He's like that rips. It's yeah, I don't know. Fuck him and his goddamn trust fund fucking dad. I hate that
It's
shit.
like he thinks he's on rocket power or something. It's like, why are you talking like that?
We are riders on a mission. Yeah, I remember when Rocket Power was on. Kids at school tried to start saying squid for somebody that was like lame.
Hmm.
And it's like, you clearly just saw that on Nickelodeon, dude. And
Yeah.
nobody says this shit, and that sucks. The funniest version of
Stop
that.
trying to make fetch a thing.
Yeah,
It's not gonna take off.
exactly that. And I've always been, I guess I'm really looking back, I've always been this annoyed with this type of thing. Because Back to the Future, one of the greatest movies of ever. Back to the Future 1, 2, and 3, 3 being the best
Oh, yeah.
one. Amazing. There were the girls started saying like, "Oh, you're trying to say I have the hots for this guy or whatever, right?" Which I guess is like a thing. I remember it being a thing
The
in
hots?
the movie. The
I've
hots,
said it.
right? But this was right after I saw it on TBS the fucking night before, and I thought, I hate all these bitches. This is Like,
I
dude,
think that's like a thing, though. I think that was already slang.
not in my school.
Having
Not
the
in my
hots for someone.
not in my fucking 4th grade class. It wasn't.
Well, you were okay. That's fine.
Listen, I was not in 4th grade when Back to the Future came out, okay? It had already been out for a while. I think it came out in like what, 85?
I don't know.
And in 1985, July 3rd, 1985. And us in the fandom, we call it BTTF.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's gayer than when I used to call myself a Whovian somehow. That's really hard to do.
No, it's an acronym for the fucking movie Back to the Future.
Yes, I understand that. I get that part of it. Thank you.
I like the BTTF fucking trilogy, dude. It is the trilogy.
It's not bad.
It's super good. And in Italy, well, not Italy, what's the one below that? Sicily? Apparently on Christmas Eve, I know this because a Sicilian student transplant guy in Los Angeles told me, is in his town for Christmas Eve, they show the Back to the Future trilogy at a drive-in probably not anymore. It's been 10 years, but I don't know, because they're Sicilian. That's what they do. I guess in his hometown, yeah.
Huh.
Just a cool tradition.
Weird.
Back to the Future is fucking amazing.
Yeah, okay.
Gotta get back in time. It's cool.
Okay, we're moving on. Dear Abby, I beat up my ex's dad, carved her name on my forearm, and got her name tattooed on her face.
Pretty sure we've already either done this or rejected this one.
And she still won't take me back. Any suggestions that may help change the tide? No, we haven't done that one, but this guy has had kind of similar problems before. You're just recognizing the antics, I think.
Oh, you should turn yourself in.
No. To who?
The police.
Why would he do that?
Well, because
He would go to jail.
Yeah, he's done wrong. He needs to pay.
What show is this?
It's the show that stands for justice.
No, we're helping him. We're not helping the police, the pigs.
You're not thinking about the greater good, dude.
There's a song. So, Bulletproof Heart by My Chemical Romance.
Sounds so cool.
They're like running from the cops, okay?
In the video
They're
or
running
the song?
from the cops in the song. In the song.
Okay.
It's about them running from the cops, right? It's like, these pigs are after us is part of the chorus, right?
Ah.
And my son loves this song. And he's just like, I want to listen to Bulletproof Heart. I want to listen to it. And then one day he tells me why he likes it so much. And he said, because it's such a cute song about little piggies chasing a guy in his car.
Yeah.
And it just, yeah. So now every time I call the police pigs, I just picture like cute piggies.
Well, I don't call the police pigs because
Yeah.
it's
a thing you do.
It's a dumb thing to do. I don't call the police pigs.
I do it for fun.
I
as
call
a joke,
I call them
ironically.
coppers. I'm like, the coppers are
Yeah,
after us.
that's a normal thing to do.
Be like, the coppers are after us. That's what I do. That's what I'd say. I would say like the coppers. Yeah, I say, you never get me, coppers.
You do have that mustache.
Yeah,
You have the right mustache for what you're saying. right now.
exactly. I mean, I've got.
Not the right hair.
Well, they made blonde people back then.
Okay, that's not.
They did though.
The haircut is not correct, and that shade of blonde. You have this super dark roots and platinum bleach blonde ends going. People did not have that hair.
They might have though. They could have.
They didn't.
This is
No.
natural, actually.
Okay, liar.
This is the way that it grows.
Okay.
What are you, the fashion coppers?
Yep, it's me. I'm
Not
after
you.
My advice is to never talk to that woman again. She won't take you back. That bitch doesn't deserve you.
Also, never talk to her again because of the restraining order that's going to be laid on you, well, by the coppers. They're going to do that. Or, well, I guess the court, so the quarters. The
Quarters.
the parliament. The quorum. It's gonna come down.
Yeah.
You might bet, what did they do back
We're
then?
I don't know what you're talking about. They put them in the stocks.
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
what they did.
Yeah, you want
okay?
tomatoes thrown at your face?
That's what they did in 1920 or whatever the hell.
Did
is
they have
put 'em in the
stocks at the
stock.
I don't think they had stocks in the
No,
20s.
they didn't have the stocks.
1820s.
They would put them on those stretchy machines, where you tie all their limbs to the boards and then you just stretch them out.
And
And they get real
chiropractic.
tall.
Yeah, I assume. Yeah, that was the whole point of it.
Feel real nice to just get your back popped like super thoroughly, don't you think?
In half until you're dead? Nah.
It would feel nice for like a minute, though.
No. No. I don't think having.
Well, it happens slowly, okay? So yeah, you would feel nice for a minute.
Uh, no, because I don't think that I think they did it with the cranks thing, which means you'd never have a moment.
Slow.
Yeah, you'd never have a moment for it to be like, oh, that's nice. You would be like, oh, I'm in half now.
All right. Well, I maintain that it would feel. Imagine the sleep you would get afterward,
Yeah.
the rest that you would get once it's all over.
I dream about that every day, usually. Yeah, just the end to this.
Everyone remember that you are going to die.
Yeah, memento mori.
Dear Abby, does everyone take their glasses off when they take a poop? I'm saying poop, okay? Or just me? I'm going to try to swear less on the program. I wonder who could have. Yes, I do. I don't know why, but yes.
That's what I was
I think
curious
that's a
about.
thing.
That's what I was curious about. I take my
I just
glasses.
don't want anything on me. I don't know. Like,
Is
I
that
don't
a-
take all my clothes off or anything, but like I don't have my glasses
Is
on.
that a problem for you? You get poop near your face when you're taking a shit?
No, that's not what I meant. No. In fact, I don't poop at all. Moving on.
Well, because I'll take my glasses off when I eat or when I take a shit. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's it. Shower, no glasses there. Although I bet there's people that are so blind they've got to get shower goggles. Because otherwise you can't see, where the soap is.
No. Okay, at that point you're legally blind and you just live like a blind person.
No, you still got glasses. You can still, like, they're Coke bottle ones.
If it's so bad that you can't even shower.
No, you can
Like, you
shower.
don't need
You
to
just.
read the shampoo bottle, okay?
Well, sometimes you might need to.
Why?
Because it's just fucking shampoo or rat poison.
Is that where you keep your rat poison?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would you not do that? It's the perfect place for it.
Why?
Because the rats, they live underneath. Like, if you got rats,
No.
they live underneath the kitchen counter, right? So you don't want to
they
keep the rat. You don't want to keep the rat poison there because then they know what you're up to. So
They
you
live
keep
in
it.
the walls and they live in the roof.
Why are they? Why? No, they do that, and you don't keep rat poison there either until you're sneaking it into their diet. You don't know anything about
Is
rats.
there diet shampoo?
Sometimes.
Why are you disguising it as shampoo?
Why? No, I'm not disguising it. I'm hiding it from them where the shampoo is. Because rats don't
But
need
I thought
shampoo.
you wanted them to eat it.
Well, no,
Why
you
would
sneak
you-
it in later elsewhere.
Okay.
But you
So
have to
you're
hide it.
hiding rat poison from the rats.
Yes, so they don't know what I'm up to.
Do you think rats can read?
Why are they so smart that we test everything on them?
I don't think that's.
Yeah,
I think you
disprove
have
it.
a lot of misconceptions about life. We do not test things on rats because they're intelligent. We
Yeah,
do
we do.
it because we treat them as vermin. And there are a lot of them, and we don't care what happens to them. Like, when they were testing the uterine transplant thing on lab mice, they sewed a female mouse onto the male mouse that they transplanted it into so that he would get her hormones.
Well, that's terrible.
Yeah, they're not doing that because the rats are intelligent.
No,
That's
rats are
not.
pretty smart people.
Yeah.
They are. And the reason they don't need fucking shampoo, have you seen a rat? Always wonderfully clean. They have great coats. They don't need shampoo. They put their
Mhm.
shampoo, they hide it from us. That's why we can't get the best shampoo because they've got rat shampoo hidden in your goddamn walls right now.
It's like mane and tail, but for rats.
Yes.
Man.
Snout and
All
tail.
right. I guess I got to dig into the walls.
I mean, that's where the rat shampoo is, to be fucking
Rats
frank with you.
rats can be real crafty. We had roof rodents for a little bit, right? When they live in your attic, they call it that, right? And they would like fall into the walls sometimes and just be scratching and clawing at the walls, terrified they can't get out kind of thing,
Yeah.
and then they'd find their way out and it'd be fine. But we had rat traps all over the place up in the attic to get them all, and it took a while and we finally did. No more rats, okay? And then we got possums, and then we had to deal with the possums. That's a much bigger
Well,
problem
you
because
just
then you
put
have to
snakes
trap
in
them in a
there to get
cage.
the possums.
Yeah, right, right. Just keep going. And the possum, when the possum would fall down the wall, it would make this horrible thud, and there would always be a few seconds where I'm just like, everyone, shh, shh. Let's make sure he gets up, because imagine if it just died in there,
Yeah.
like we couldn't get back up, but they would always be fine. But the rats were like, we had cameras up there so that we would be able to, like, if we heard one go off, we could check and make sure it was caught before whatever, we would check on the rats in the cameras, right? And they would like look back at the camera, take the food off the trap without setting it off, look at the camera again, like turning like their head around like to look behind them, like an intentional
Yeah.
movement, right? And then run off with their food. And it's just like,
So
ow,
how are you gonna say they're not smart, dude? I love
they might
rats.
be.
They are
I don't
smart.
know.
They will mock you, and they'll also be your best friend, which is why they're really cool. And I love rats. And everybody thinks that rats are gross and stupid and gay, and they're not. Rats are really cool, and I like them, and that's why they make the best shampoo. And you gotta trick them because
You
they're too smart.
you look a little bit like a rat.
I might have been a rat one day.
This is rat propaganda.
I could have
This is
been.
the This explains everything. Oh, everyone. Okay, I didn't get to talk to you about this last week, dear listeners, because we did a backup episode. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know what you thought of the ending. I thought it was beautiful. I'm
Yeah.
glad that got left in. That was not planned.
Did I say
That was genuine.
when I say
You
no
could
editing, I mean no fucking editing.
And it's funny because like listening back, because we recorded that months and months ago, right? I listened back to the end to like make sure it's like you could hear it in there, and I was like, man, how did I not see something like this coming? Because you were just like getting progressively like tired sounding and like burpy kind of, and like making like just sounding like you needed to throw up, and I didn't notice at all
Oh,
at
I
the
felt
time.
terrible. Yeah, I felt very bad for like,
You
20
were a
minutes. Yeah.
trooper. You're a trooper.
Uh,
But
yeah.
anyway, I didn't get to talk to everyone about this. So I completed my first commission, my artwork that I did for a patron who joined the $25 tier, and it is beautiful. Okay. He asked me to draw a picture of me and Sonic going super with the Chaos Emeralds and Bryden on the sidelines. Super excited, like it's the coolest thing he's ever seen, and saying,
Be sure
wow,
to hold
you're
on.
so cool, Abby.
Be sure to explain to people that don't fucking care about Sonic the goddamn Hedgehog that that's not at all sexual.
No. No, it's not. What do you mean? Going super with the Chaos
Me and
Emeralds?
he wanted, yeah, a guy on the internet asked me to draw for him me and Sonic going super with Bryden in the corner. Nobody knows what that means.
You know, I hadn't even considered that implication
Fucking
at all.
phrasing, dude.
But that's how he phrased it. That's how the guy said it. Maybe I drew the wrong picture.
Yeah.
Oh no. I might have because I was just like drawing a cute Sonic the Hedgehog picture. I put the Chow in there, the KO, however you're supposed to say it's like chaos without the S, the little blue guys with the yellow antennas. I gave Bryden some little friends. They were all like playing around him. Um, and Dr. Eggman is his glider thing, his flyer is exploded and he's falling out of it. Knuckles is dead. The point is, it's a beautiful, beautiful picture, and everyone can go see it on my Twitter. Maybe we can put it up with the show today or in the comments on YouTube or something.
Yeah, I mean, you have to send it to me now. It's a bit late.
Okay, I'm gonna send it to you right now. Calm down.
I mean, like, I have to click all kinds of fucking horse shit.
What? Yeah, I'll get it. It's on my computer.
Hey, you could have done this before, but you don't care about the podcast.
What are you talking about? I've sent it to you already. You're the one that didn't save it.
Oh, no, of course not. That's gay.
Okay, well, I sent it again. It's beautiful. All right. You can go to patreon.com/here to help podcast. The $25 tier gets you a picture, or if you could just prove to me that you have sent us $25 over time, I'll also do it. But it won't be this good. I got particularly excited
it won't be this
about
good.
Well, okay,
Actually,
it won't have.
I'll make it suck dick, actually. I'll bet it'll suck.
It's going to be the same quality, but not this big with as much stuff going on unless you paid a little bit more, because this took me
Okay, well,
6
now
hours.
it's on the screen for the people that are on YouTube. And heaven forbid that you spend 6 hours doing something for somebody that actually pays for it.
Okay, yeah, but I have to take okay, I'm not just sitting here doing nothing all day.
Do the
show. 6 hours broken up over time is a lot. It's like,
well, you keep talking to him. I'm going to go take a piss. You keep telling him all about how cool this is.
Why does he do this? Okay, whatever. It's going to be wonderful. The point is, I got a little bit carried away with this prompt and added extra things. Okay, that won't necessarily happen every time where I add extra things that weren't asked for, is what I was trying to get at. But I will work my hardest. If you give me a prompt that is less cartoony, it would look a little more realistic than this. I can draw a little bit. Pretty good. So go to patreon.com/here to help podcast for that. Now that Bryden has gone, we can talk about the real issues, okay? And the real issues are that he looks really tired, guys. Doesn't he look tired? Maybe he should retire. Maybe I should find a co-host that's actually good and doesn't sabotage me right away and at every turn, and is not part rat. That was a big revelation, wasn't it? That he's part rat? I mean, we all knew it. We all suspected. Okay, he's like some sort of weird were-rat, except like when werewolves turn into wolves, they're like bigger than normal because they're like a man turning into a wolf, right? It's more like a man-sized situation usually.
Jesus
or
fucking
sometimes
Christ.
even bigger, right? But when Bryden turns into a rat, it's just a normal sized little mouse, okay?
Yeah,
It's
that's awesome.
Totally different situation.
I don't know what this is, but that sounds fucking awesome. It sounds like I go to small places. Why is that
There
not
you
a
have it,
cool ass
folks.
fucking superhero power?
That's the
Ant-Man
proof.
is a fucking dude.
Yeah.
I would love to turn into a rat and turn into a tiny little rat man, and then I like go small places.
The kicker here, though, is like the reason why he turns into just the rat size is
This
because
sucks.
he is the size of a rat. Okay, you know what? You suck. What am I supposed to do while you're in the bathroom?
I don't know, podcast, like be smart.
That's what
figure
I'm
something
doing.
out.
I'm trying.
Oh yeah, also,
Trying.
Also-
I'm trying.
Also, because I know anybody out there that would be dumb enough to commission something this stupid about Sonic, I have noticed on the Patreon you have not reduced your Patreon thing back to where it should be.
Oh,
Remember
no.
to do that, because on the
Yeah.
first you will be charged again. I've done my part. This is me being a good guy.
You're a kind man because he probably just forgot.
Yeah, you get that figured
He
out.
was just like making sure it would go through the first time
Yeah.
and then forgot.
I'm not
Man.
refunding your
Oh,
money,
yeah.
man. If you want to give
Get
us
it back down.
$25 a week, go a month, go ahead, but don't do that. So,
Unless you just want more pictures. I mean, I'll draw you a picture a month. I don't care.
okay, then I have to change that on the Patreon. And you're not
Why?
going to do that because it says a one-time thing.
That's fair. You're right.
I'm not gonna say you're gonna do that because everybody's gonna do that because it'll be funny. And then though it's fine. Do the show. Do the show. The stupid thing is on the show. It'll stay on the show the rest of the goddamn show. Do the show. Tell me about some fags on
thank
Reddit
you.
that said something about how like they're trans now and their wife didn't like it.
Well, I didn't pull that one, actually, okay? Because there's so many of those every day. But first, we're going to do a
That could
new
be the whole show.
segment.
That could be the whole show.
It could be.
Is
We did that
don't come out
before.
as trans to your wife.
We did do it very early on. One of our very like first like 10 episodes was that, and you just sat there not knowing what to say while I just went off at one point, and I was like, you know what? Maybe a different, less serious topic
Yeah, it
next
doesn't
time, and we never went back to it.
It doesn't sound fun. I mean, unless it's
It was
like
not funny.
I
was
guess
just
I'll
mad.
just I mean, I guess we can make fun of those women. I'm not that fat.
Okay. Liar.
I am that fat. I am that fat.
You're that fat. All right.
Damn it.
So we have a news segment today, okay? From
Why is
the
it so? Wait, why
Daily-
why is that one a do? Why does that have a
Because it's
sad
news.
connotation? It's news.
It's news.
Okay,
Does
this
it
is news to me.
Sound like it should have that sound because it's like new, like the word news sounds like.
No,
a
you want
lower
like do. Like I think that's like a minor, right? Like why are we do?
I don't know. I don't know. Okay,
fact-
I'm not like a musical prodigy.
I'm not.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, like, well, you're gonna be like, we have a new segment. That should be like, new
You should
segment.
do them from now on.
I'm not gonna.
But you're so much better at it.
I am. I'm better at all of this than you.
Okay, all right. Paranormal experts say there may be a portal in an English forest letting in werewolves.
There is not. That is just their border, and they're flying them in from the
Just
Middle
Scottish
East.
people. No.
I don't know. They're just coming from Pakistan, buddy. I don't. What do you? I mean, they do have
To
beards.
be fair, they're very hairy.
Yeah,
They're
they got-
very hairy.
They got a lot of hair. I think England's racist as shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck? They're not werewolves. They're just Muslims.
No, I can see it.
In what year? I mean, listen, you've seen them. Listen, England, you get it together. You might kill our friend Matchless.
It's very possible.
They're gonna get
And
him,
when
dude.
that happens, we will not milk it for sympathy at all. Our good friend Matchless, gone too soon.
I mean, I don't know. Go home, buddy. I
Let
don't.
me GoFundMe for quote funeral expenses.
I'll draw you a picture if you donate to our funeral expense for our friend Matchless.
It's just pictures of him dead. Just like-
It's just pictures you drew. Just
for weeks before it happened. I don't know why that happened.
if you're not in the damn Discord, you're really missing out on all this. The podcast has gone to shit. It's now just inside jokes
Discord.
for the Discord people. But okay, let's do the show.
Paranormal experts say there may be a portal in an English forest letting in werewolves and beasts from another world.
Beast too?
Cannock Chase in Staffordshire is a spooky hotspot with dozens of sightings of supernatural creatures. Author Lee Brickley, who has researched the area for...
These are not real names.
These are real.
Cannock Checkley and Lee
Look
Brickley.
This is just what England is like. It's a magical place where everything is nonsense.
Oh yeah. Well, listen. Let's wait before we make a decision on this for Detective Stone Wally, to really give us
We're
the
gonna get there.
5-0 on this.
who has researched the area for 2 decades, believes there could be a door to another universe, letting them in, and fears something terrifying may enter our world soon.
Although experts say that these people are made up and retarded, tourists are still flocking to the area.
Excuse me. He said, Cannock Chase is known around the world as a place where people encounter entities such as werewolves, ghosts, phantom hitchhikers, and perhaps most famously, the black-eyed child. Again, it's just an Arab.
Yeah,
It's just an Arab. Like, the child-sized one this time. Like,
they're just confused about the. Talk to me when they just mysteriously see the black-eyed peas. Like when Will.i.am is out there in that forest, you're like,
be pretty spooky.
let's get retarded in here. Be like, oh fuck.
Let's get retarded and ha. I loved that song when I was a kid. I
a
thought
good
it
one.
was so cool because that was like just when people started getting onto you for saying retarded.
Yeah.
I feel like, and they got in trouble for it fast, I think, and had to.
Yeah, because the
change
radio version is let's get it started in here. But I know I've talked about this before because it's a very real thing. Anytime I hear let's get it started in here, I have this fantasy in my head for whatever reason that by law, like that how weird it would be to live in a world that by law, whenever that song is played, everybody has to stop anything they're doing and just dance to the whole song until it's over.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you because sometimes I just get real fixated on this idea that life should be a musical. Just like once a year, have like a holiday where like everyone has to break into song and dance while you're and I would just go everywhere. I'm gonna do my grocery shopping today. I'm going to the nail salon, and it would make me so happy.
So
I think it would cure depression for everyone for good.
Wait. What you're explaining is The Purge, but gay people were in charge.
It's just theater kids all the way down, man.
So people like make fucking fortresses that they got safe rooms where they're just like, we're not going to listen to music for 24 hours. But it's like,
yeah.
In a world where once a year for 24 hours, people have to break into song. And they're like, let's get retarded in here. And then,
like the kid starts humming happy birthday or something while you're in the bunker. Like, no! Dude, we could do this with some sort of weird DNA changing retrovirus, I feel like. It's gonna be good. I think about it occasionally. Or like, what if that's what we did with April Fool's Day? No one pranks anymore, you know?
Hey, you can't prank. Not allowed to prank.
No, it's dangerous.
I mean, people
don't even peach you on St. Patrick's Day anymore.
No, I'm happy about that.
I haven't gotten pinched in like 5 years.
Yeah,
I always forget it's St. Patrick's Day.
There's no use for the pinch, but no, people can't prank. With the rise of the YouTube prank, you can't have people prank anymore.
Oh.
People think that pranks are like harassing old people at the fucking Walmart. It's gotten stupid.
Yeah. Or like stuff that can ruin lives. Like I saw something on Twitter this morning and I was just like, okay, I'm done with Twitter for the day. Because it was like threads of I asked my friend who my boyfriend doesn't know to prank him. And that just means like hitting him up to see if he would cheat. So that she could tell his girlfriend that he took the bait. Like, that's not a prank. That's ruining two people's lives. Like,
yeah. Also, you shouldn't cheat on your girlfriend on April Fool's Day. That's for St. Patrick's Day.
Right.
So,
it's true.
I mean,
I saw a leprechaun. Like, I don't know what to tell you. When in Rome, 'tis the season.
Yeah.
I don't know what phrase works here, but one of them surely does.
Yeah, I just feel like you should.
That leprechaun was looking real hot.
Yeah, you should. You should be able to get away with cheating on St. Patrick's Day if you're a dude. Ladies, it's too dangerous for you to cheat. You can get pregnant. You could ruin the relationship.
Yeah, but when men cheat, they bring home STDs, which kill babies in the womb.
No.
They bring it home to their pregnant wives.
No, that's not what happens because at Hustlers University, I learned that you should always wear a condom.
Oh, is that what they teach you?
That's what they teach us at Hustlers University. Thank
That's where
you,
you got
Professor
your
Tate.
degree. That's where
Yes.
Bryden went to school.
Thank you, Professor Tate.
Man, I just wish he wasn't so goofy looking because I can't even hate him because he looks like a cartoon fish or something, or like a pinhead from like a 1920s circus exhibit.
No, see, that is what's called a matrix attack that you're trying to attack Andrew Tate.
I am the Matrix, and I'm coming to get you, Tate.
I really hope that
It's all
Andrew,
me. I'm behind it all.
I hope
I'm
he
like Vicky.
I hope that Andrew Tate just becomes popular again because nobody's talked to him for a while, and that's annoying because I like when he's around.
Yeah, he's well, now everyone's just calling him gay because he keeps saying things that sound really gay.
He's always kind of done that, but we'll get him on the show one day when he stoops low enough.
Well, I'll ask him.
You should. You should.
Apparently, people just say yes to these things. I don't know why, but
That would be cool.
I'm starting to get some yeses. So
Okay, I've got a wish list. Nick DiPaolo. That's a good one.
okay.
Dan Bongino. Fuck it. Get Dan Bongino on here. That'd be fun.
Really, Mr. Bongino. Okay.
Just get Dan. I was the Secret Service agent. Bongino
He's not
on.
very smart.
No.
He would be fun.
Yeah, I also think that he's like. I hopefully he beat it. I don't know. I know he had cancer for a little while.
Oh well, I wouldn't want to make fun of him then.
Oh, I would.
Poor guy, he's like dying.
I think he beat
He's
it
not
or
like
whatever.
matchless.
Yeah, he's not in England or anything. Like,
Can't make fun of him.
yeah, no, that's a death sentence. What were we talking about?
Werewolves.
Oh yeah, they're not real.
They are. Lee Brickley reckons Cannock Chase is a supernatural hive of activity. That's a very legitimate.
What are his fucking credentials?
Well, he's an author.
Oh well, nobody would ever lie in a book.
He writes books about it. Lee said the portal could even end up turning the world into something like hit Netflix show Stranger Things, where the world is plagued by a hostile alternate dimension.
Okay, is Lee Brickley dog whistling the fuck out of England, and he's just some weird right-wing extremist guy?
I don't know.
He's like, if you find out what the Poles are gonna do to this country.
That's probably what it is. This is just about Polish people.
Well, they don't like him over there. The Polacks.
They don't.
Yeah, they don't care for him over there.
They treat them like Americans treated Mexicans for a little bit.
Yeah. So which
like
means
you're coming and taking our jobs. You're, like all this stuff.
Yeah. And then Americans all got recruiter jobs for tech companies, and they don't care about Mexicans anymore.
No. Indians, though.
Yeah,
I
that's
have a feeling there's going to be some backlash about that at some point.
It's a whole thing. But unfortunately, anytime that you have to go to a convention for your bullshit tech company, guess who owns the hotel?
Oh, yeah. Well,
Some guy
they're
named
just hired
Patel.
Indians. They're all named Patel.
It's weird. It's like if I were to move to India and open up, like, I'd being a doctor over there. I'd be like, welcome to my doctor shop. I'm Dr. Proctor. And everybody was just named Proctor that was a doctor. Why has it got a rhyme? That's what it seems planned.
It probably is planned. They probably come over and change their name to Patel.
No.
Just to goof on us.
There's no way they do that.
Why not?
Because, man, they're smarter than that. They're like own hotels and like they're doctors. Third generation is a doctor, but they're like, hey, what do your grandparents do or what do your parents do? They're like, they own a Motel 6. Every time.
No. First generation are doctors and tech people a lot of the time because the thing is, the colleges over there, they get their first degree, their bachelor's over there, and then come over here to finish because the college is there easy, basically. Like, they just cheat on tests over there.
That sounds awesome.
So, like, higher education like, those are the guys that came over recently.
Okay, but then why are I get like why they'd be doctors, but like they're not bad doctors. Like if I go to the doctor
They're fine.
It
They're
better
good
be.
pediatricians. The problem is those Chinese who are
Yeah.
anti-formula feeding and will just tell you do not formula feed. Like,
I mean, I don't know. I don't have a kid. They might be right. I just, if I'm going for a doctor, I either want a goddamn Indian or a Jewish guy every time. I don't want something like I don't want to be like, hey, I'm Doctor O'Patrick. Fuck that. This is Doctor
the
O'Patrick.
Irish, I wouldn't trust an Irishman to
Fuck
cut my
no.
hair.
Jesus Christ. Well, I wouldn't. But I mean, but if you go to any
God
bar,
forbid.
if it's an O anything, you're like, this is gonna be a good bar.
See, yes, you buy alcohol from the Irish. That's really it.
If I had a missing daughter and the police refused to take the case, I'd go to an O somebody. All right, because they'd be troubled,
Yeah,
but they could get it done.
they would using questionable methods.
Yes!
but that's fine.
They could
As
do
long
it.
as they get the job done.
Yeah, and
I prefer
yes.
the questionable methods,
Yeah.
actually. They're always like fun, questionable methods, not just like no knock raids and shooting your dog, you know? It's like
Yeah.
actually fun ones.
Of course, back in the day, the Irish were very questionable police officers.
That's a good point. You know what? Maybe we don't want them on the. Anyway,
I
Lee
have
was
this
shocked
I
by
have
what he
this new
found.
idea. Well, I have this new idea. What if we don't assign people to jobs by race? That might be also maybe a good thing to do.
Are you saying that we were in error if we hear what you.
Yeah, I think that maybe there's probably some good Dr. O'Patricks out there.
I mean, I really haven't met one.
I
so
have
don't
literally
know.
never met an Irish doctor.
Yeah, I'm trying to think here. No, not a dentist.
It's kind of like
nothing.
when was the last time you saw a pregnant Asian woman?
I have multiple times actually. Yes.
Oh, it's crazy. I've never seen a pregnant Asian woman. I think
I
they
have, yeah.
stay home like ants.
Well, that's the thing is if they're more recent, like if they're not Americans, like that have been here for a couple of generations, in at least in Korean culture, what they'll do is they basically don't let their wife leave the house when she's pregnant.
Is that good or
Like
bad?
she can't go grocery shopping or anything. Well, it's bad. The women who are pregnant don't like it because they're locked away in a house and can't like go do things
Well,
or
they're
see
busy.
their friend or go for a walk.
They're growing.
But it's all framed as she's being pampered by her mother-in-law and she's off her feet and it's for the good of her and the baby. So it's like I don't know.
I mean, 9 months is a long time, but it seems like that'd be good.
It depends on your personality, I would think. Like if you're the sort of person who goes stir crazy and you can't because of some dumb social convention, just leave the house. Like it's not going to hurt you to go grocery shopping. That would drive you crazy, I would think. But I'm sure a lot of women are just like, yeah, okay, I'll stay in bed for 9 months, whatever.
But I mean, I think it's odd. I've seen pregnant whites, pregnant Latinas, pregnant blacks. Never in person have I seen a pregnant Asian. Which my mind goes crazy. I'm like, do they have a nest at home? And they don't?
I'm considering it now, and I think the only pregnant Asian women I've seen had white husbands.
Maybe
So that has something to do with it.
They're infected.
With the virus that makes them go out in public
Yeah.
pregnant, I guess.
I mean, I don't know. Whatever. I've just never seen a pregnant Asian.
What if they reproduce asexually?
Naturally. That would be why they all have the same fucking haircut. Yeah, I could. Yeah.
The same haircut. Lee was shocked by what he found researching his new book, Werewolves and Dogmen in the UK. Bone-chilling tales of monsters and beasts lurking among us. That's a really long title.
Yeah, nah, this guy's on the up and
You gotta
up.
workshop that a little bit.
This guy's on the up and up.
Yeah, he says, I believe it's certainly possible that something exceptionally big is coming. Reports of the so-called black-eyed child haunting the creepy woodland began in the 1980s. Some locals believe the spine-tingling apparition is the spirit of a young girl murdered in the area in the 1960s, while others reckon it could be a demon or even an alien. And this is what I was trying to get at, Bryden, is that there is a Stargate in the woods in England.
Well, there's not.
Aliens are coming through.
No.
Stargate.
Ghost is far more believable.
Yes. Maybe.
If
Why
extraterrestrials are
can't ghosts come through?
well, because ghosts already exist, just not on our plane. Ghosts are watching me fucking take shits, dude.
Okay, so that if they're not on our plane, they're on a different dimension. Okay, and so there are monsters from another dimension. Then Lee is right.
Nah, then I get it's not Stargate. Maybe
No,
they.
well, I added the Stargate. I think there's a Stargate.
Yeah, but you're wrong about Stargate. One, especially that the show is not complete shit, and
Ancient Aliens told me there's Stargates.
Ancient Aliens is also fucking bullshit. You need to watch 15
No.
second TikTok videos on why the Earth is flat.
You know what? I should make a TikTok and just repeat Ancient Aliens talking points. I
You
bet
would
I could
be
get a lot of people
so
going.
successful doing that. Yes.
Oh my gosh, I would have so much fun with it too.
Oh, but you have to
my
do
gosh,
this.
I want to
You
do
have
it
to.
so bad.
You have to also respond to videos and not say anything, but just point at them a lot. People have a million fucking followers. Just
Where they're just like,
they just point, yeah, and nod their head and point. And
this guy knows. I'll just like do that with numerology videos where people are like, yeah, and then you add the 2 and the 5,
Yep.
and that makes 7. And I'll just be like, yeah.
the funniest bit would be to get a big following doing that and then make one to like Holocaust denial and shit. Like just really amp up like, normal conspiracy theory and then into like shit like that. And then just see who sticks with you.
Oh my god.
It's
wish-
retarded.
I'm gonna start showing my face someday, and I'm gonna end up having a TikTok or something once that happens because I don't know.
You'll
like,
leave the
once it's
podcast.
out there, once I'm less neurotic about my face being out there, I would just have fun making videos and stuff. I feel like.
Well, you know what? Your face is already shaped like the V for Vendetta mask, so I don't know why you don't just do that. But it's why did you think that was a compliment?
Just wear a mask. Sharp chin is accurate, I feel like.
No, you should.
It's like a knife.
All
Where's
of
my
my insults are fucking accurate.
Yeah, you're never wrong. Where is my weird mask?
Why do you have a weird mask in your bedroom? You know what? We'll move past it. We'll move past that.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
It's
like it
leather,
has a zipper on the mouth and...
It does not have a zipper, okay? I don't think there's an opening for the mouth.
I'm just going to let it all go, dude. I'm just gonna...
It's like a... It's for like...
It's like a full leather thing, but I can only poop out of it. Guess what we do? Get the fuck out of here.
All right, now that we're up to date on the news, what are we doing on time? I want to do a Reddit story.
We still got 50 fucking minutes to go.
50?
Yes. No, we're at 50 minutes.
No fucking way.
No, we got 10 minutes.
From r/am I the... Wait, I forgot to do my segment transition. Sorry. I'm so sorry, everyone. I'm being very unprofessional today. I'm out of practice after being gone for a week. Do. Isn't it beautiful?
I hope you kill yourself.
I probably will.
That'd be good. That'd actually really funny. I will outlive you. I will
show.
have terminal fucking cancer, and I'll be like, "Hey guys, hello everyone." Fucking Abby killed herself. You might have noticed. I'm gonna keep doing the show, and it's better now. You might have
Just do
noticed.
it with my ghost. Just do it. I'll finally be on video. You'll just have a skull on the screen.
You're not gonna. That is. I have told you can have my skull. Do we have a mutual
I want
agreement?
it. If Erica doesn't send it to me, I will hunt her down.
Oh, I will put it in my fucking will and testament. I'm totally. If they can just remove my head, because I mean, what I'd really like, although the reason that we can't do that is because it costs too much and like money's far more worth than whatever I want to do with my body when I die. I'd like the thing where they take you and basically they make you into a tree, I'd like to just become a tree, because use me as
I mean,
fertilizer.
can you just surely you can find a place that will let you be buried in a cardboard box and just put some seeds in there with you, and that would do the same thing,
Far
right?
more expensive than just saying, I have terminal cancer. Let's get a divorce. I'm going to max out my credit cards and tell the state to handle me.
The divorce is smart. People do that a lot because
Yeah.
otherwise the other person gets saddled with your debt and stuff.
Well, you don't have to pay for it. Well, I guess you kind of do because if it's our debt. But yeah, I
Like if
just take
yeah,
everything,
if
lose it
it's
all,
anything
lose it
shared.
in the divorce type of thing, or win it or
Mhm.
whatever. And it's all on me. I die. I max out every single. As soon as I find out that I'm terminally ill, every single person I've met is getting a fucking diamond chain that says Brydog on it. All
Why
right.
don't people do that? Like, right? There's no consequences. Really,
Bec-
you're gone anyway.
because
It's just
people,
immoral.
yeah, it's that. And then, like, people, when they're terminally ill, there's still like a bunch of people shouting around you, like, you're going to make it. And it's like, Bob, you're 86,
Oh
buddy.
yeah, you're not.
You know, you're not.
Yeah, I
Chase
was
Bank
watching
is going to pay for everybody's vacations. People have destination weddings. I'm having a destination funeral. I'm not going to be
oh
there,
baby.
but everybody's going to Hawaii, motherfucker.
You're so nice. You're so nice. Now I was watching this show, a Korean show, and this girl had like a terminal brain tumor. It was like glioblastoma in her
It's called
brain, and she
female.
was like we can do no, it wasn't. We can do they were like we can do a surgery so that you can live for a year maybe. You're definitely going to die after the year, and the surgery could kill you instantly, so then you wouldn't have the 100 days we're giving you if you don't get the surgery
Oh,
to say goodbye
no.
to your family, right? So you either get 100 days, or if you survive the surgery, 1 year, right? So she's going to die, right? No matter what. The question is it going to be in 100 days? Is it going to be because the surgery killed her because it's a brain tumor they're pulling out, a
Mm.
giant one? Or is it going to be in a year if that's even successful? Probably not going to be, right? And everyone in her life, I realize it's just a TV show, but it was making me mad because it reminded me of things I'd seen and heard in real life where everyone around her is so pissed that she's not getting the surgery. They're like, but we want you to live. We want you to be healthy and like you can get better. And she's like, look, this doctor has tried explaining to you. I have tried explaining to you. I'm going to die. Like, the surgery does nothing but drain your money because you're offering to
Yeah,
pay
it's
for
silly.
it, like, and potentially kill me earlier. So, and it was very infuriating. But that's how people act for sure.
Well, you know how people.
Like, please suffer and live through the suffering longer so that we can have you for longer, even though you're gonna die either way.
See, that's why. One day I'll write it all down, but that's why the whole like justification that people have for being against suicide is so fucking funny, is because it's like, well, think of all the people you're gonna affect, and it's like, okay, but I'm prolonging that anyway, dickhead. Like, I'm not gonna run off and kill
Yeah.
myself or anything, but it's always a me thing. So like everybody loves this crazy thing, and people love the people that they love or whatever. But also, you end up with these people that become so goddamn old that everybody around them is just like,
Hmm.
well, any day now, Granny's gonna kick it. And you all
It's real
secretly
sad,
talk
dude.
behind her back where you're like,
Yeah.
she's gonna go any day now. But it's like, it's illness versus being extremely old.
Yeah.
Uh, and it all ends in the same place. I mean, it's just
Well,
it's
it's
sad
sad
when
yeah, the inheritance fights start early after a certain age. Like after you die, people are going to like families are torn apart at funerals because the will gets read, and then everyone's fighting about it. Everyone is fighting about it because they think they should get more, and
I don't
suddenly the
want
grief
shit.
is gone. Like all the people closest to the person are not grieving the person being gone if they have anything left to give, right? Like anything left over after they die. that happens. But you can see it start before the people even die when they get to a certain age. It's real. It's just disgusting.
I I absolutely cannot stand my sister. We haven't talked since 2017. We'll probably never talk again. Uh, and when I like freaked out and drove to Mississippi to, she's now passed, but to hang out with my granny for a couple days because I hadn't seen her in a number of years, long time. Uh, and I miss her, and whatever. She was the most religious person I ever knew, and she was just a total sweetheart. She would have loved you because she loved everybody. Uh,
No.
she talked about how my sister had been there and said like she wanted this milkshake maker from like the 30s and shit, like, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
uh what was the one thing I told her? I was like, well, I don't really want anything. She had a Schofield Bible that she couldn't find. I was like, you know what, I'd like to have that one because that's the one.
Mm-hmm.
It's a political thing that I just thought was a neat relic. But yeah, she passed. I don't talk to my family, so I don't know anything about it. Uh, Also, she could have lost that thing fucking 40 years ago and not known. Who gives a
Oh yeah.
shit? Yeah, no, who gives a shit? It's not that important to me. I didn't want anything from her. Why would I want anything from her? She's an old lady.
No, I know. Yeah. Dude, when my grandma died, and I loved my grandma to death, and it was really tragic, and there was a lot of drama around it because my dad and my grandpa hate me, and they wouldn't let me go say goodbye when she was dying in the
Mm.
hospital, and they took her off life support and refused to have a funeral or a memorial or anything, and like all this stuff was happening, right? A family member who is not biologically like blood related to this woman
A dark
was
horse,
given all
some
of
would
her
say.
stuff. Was given all of oh yeah, was given all of her stuff because my dad didn't want to talk to me to give it to me, and so I'm still in touch with this person. We're close. We talk all the time, and I was like, hey, by the way, my grandmother's things. Did she have any like jewelry? Like I'm not looking for anything expensive. I just want something. And
Like
she
a ring.
sent me the cheapest costume jewelry my grandma owned. I have metal allergies. I can't wear cheap jewelry. It will literally give me like chemical burns if
What
I
is that?
wear it more
Okay,
than a couple hours.
every woman says that fucking shit though. They're like,
Well,
I can't
you
wear a
wouldn't know
gold
if you
under a
don't have
certain carat.
piercings.
I've had piercings.
No, no, that's not true. It's not that it's cheap, it's that they put nickel in it. If it's not a pure gold, silver, stainless steel, there might be nickel in it, and nickel is the thing we're allergic to. Actually, jewelry makers have gotten away from that, and they're no longer using nickel in very many cheap jewelry, so it's not the case anymore, really. You can
You know
find,
what?
you just look for hypoallergenic, and you can get it for $5 or whatever, because it doesn't have nickel in it. But this is not
But you know what?
jewelry from the last 5 years. This is from before.
Right, you know
Like,
what's crazy, especially,
what?
over the past like several years, you know who buys jewelry the most? Nichols. Come on.
um, but anyway, like, and it's just, it's my grandma,
Yeah,
okay? And her deathbed wish was to see me, and they wouldn't let her. They
that's
wouldn't
pretty
let
gay.
me go because she was so far gone. They were like, she doesn't know any better anyway. We're about to pull life support anyway, and she went right back out. She went right back into her coma, right? So it's like she might not even wake up anyway. So we're not even gonna let her, Abby come, right? And they were it was I was like formulating a plan to like sneak into the hospital, like have people watch to see when like nobody was there for me so that I could get in there without drama, because the hospital staff can just kick you out. They can
Yeah.
escort you off the property and ban you. Like, I
Well,
didn't
they
want
don't.
that to happen.
Yeah, they don't know
But
you're
they
not
took her off
crazy.
life support like the day before I was gonna go and do all that. And she was gone. But like, I didn't want it for the money, but just the spitting in my eye of giving me this cheap jewelry that I can't even wear. Like, I have this allergy. You gave me nothing that is even stainless steel. It's all nickel.
Now,
I just wanted something. This woman has all of my grandmother's Christmas decorations, everything.
Christmas
All of her
decorations would.
cookbooks.
Christmas decorations, I think are pretty cool.
Well, it's sentimental. It's stuff I saw every Christmas when I was a kid in their house, and like it's I don't know, man. But yeah, people who have no right to the stuff will just hold on to it. And none of it has monetary value. They're not selling it. But like why can't I have it?
Well, I mean, because you
Why
end
can't
up
I have it?
a lot of people, a lot of stuff does have monetary value. Like a lot of those antique Christmas decorations, you could resell, for at least a few bucks. Uh, I don't know. I just don't think that, like, for somebody that loves the material and like really, I want a bunch of cool shit. Uh, I don't want somebody else's cool shit. I want the cool shit that I did. I don't give a fuck about a bunch of antiques. Because the only reason
Oh,
I would want it is because this goddamn I could sell it. Like
yeah.
that sounds like a lot of work. Fuck
Well,
that.
I've got like three
My granny,
pictures of the woman. I just want to pull it out and look at it.
nah, I got the memories. Like I have no pictures of me. I got none of it. It doesn't matter. I remember what I looked like. I remember what my granny looked like. I don't give a shit. Uh, I remember the experiences of like, her one time she pulled out her false teeth and scared the ever living shit out of my 3-year-old sister who wouldn't
You're
talk to her the rest of the.
just like her.
I'm just like my granny. Yeah, with false teeth. Um, she had full ass dentures. I only got the 4 in the front, but you know, yeah, I have the conversations we had on the phone when she couldn't figure out phones. It's just fun. That's all it is. I don't give a shit about any of that. That a milkshake maker. What a cunt. Oh yeah, let
Yeah,
me start marking initials on the end of
it's
your shit
disturbing.
while you're dying.
I
And she
think
wasn't even dying. She just
and
died
so
one day.
a very very elderly woman I know. They're in their 90s, right? This couple, and they're not dead yet, but it's only a matter of time at a certain point, right?
Yeah.
And their family started, all their kids and grandkids started like, hey, can I have that? Can I have that? So she started giving stuff away early, right?
Like a
And she's
person
just
that's
like,
killing
she's
themselves.
yeah, she's like going through all the pictures and putting them into different stacks. Where I'm gonna take this one to this person's house and this box to this person's house, and she's like doing this, and she's got such horrible arthritis in her hands and going through all this stuff so that they don't have to do it later. And I was like, look, first of all, let me do that or don't do it at all. Um, Anyway, so I was helping
Well,
her, and she goes, "The only problem is nobody wants my chickens because like old people have like chicken decorations all over their houses. You know what I
sure.
mean?
Little
Have
tin
you seen
guys.
that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
little like
little
yeah.
guys everywhere, like a plate up on the wall, like a china plate that has a chicken on it, and like just little, just they just like chickens. I don't know why they
Well,
like chickens, but they do.
because
It's
there
just
was
like,
only so many goddamn animals that they had seen before
yeah,
the television. It was like chickens, horses, and
it's fair.
a pig, and a
Uh,
dog, and that was it.
well,
Cats didn't come until way later.
she was like, yeah, nobody wants my chickens, and nobody's gonna take my china. And she has these beautiful, antique like teacups and saucers and teapots, and I love that stuff. So it's like I will take that. That's the only time I've ever done something like
Mm.
that. Was that she was already doing it. I was helping her go through things, and she said, "Nobody wants these, and it makes me sad." And I was like, "Give me some, please. I'll take it." I'm like.
So I'm gonna come over to your fucking modern house, and it's gonna have a bunch of china and chickens. You're gonna be like, let's bring out the nice china for these hot pockets.
I probably will end up with the chickens. If no one else takes it, she'll just be like, Abby will be happy to have it. Because it's just, I
I
don't
mean,
know.
but at the end of
Her,
the day, you have to think like, uh, the whole going through your stuff and saying who it's gonna go to is probably a nice little end of life thing to do.
I
Quite
think she
frankly,
wanted to. I think
yeah.
she wanted to do it. And it makes her, she's one of these nice old housewives who, like, how many children she's had in her house that are not hers is insane because people in the community were having trouble, and like one family got on drugs, so she took in their daughter for a while until
Hmm.
they finally got clean, and like she just constantly had like minors living in her house and helping raise them and stuff because people like family members needed
You
for
know
them to
that
stay there for a while. And
this is female privilege because if a guy were doing that, you'd be like, well, he raped all those kids.
well, that's the only reason a man would do it. This woman is
That's
just an
not true.
empty nester and misses her kids.
That's
It's like a
that's
clear motivation.
No, that's not true at all. I mean, like, I'm a man who never had kids. I'm never gonna have kids, but I like to know magic tricks, and I can bite a quarter in half, and I can,
That's normal, but if
you
you
know.
didn't have Erica there, you would never even consider
That's not true.
like
I've always been like that.
no. I mean like having a child in your home. Like you wouldn't invite like you know what I mean? First of all, if you had a child live in your home, Erica's there. It's not weird
Well,
because you're both
I
doing it
mean,
together. You're gonna be parents. Like,
I wouldn't like it. You know, I wouldn't like him living here. But like,
mm-hmm,
you know, if I'm 80 and it's like there's a troubled young Ute,
mm-hmm.
then yeah, I mean, I could be uh, Clint Eastwood on that.
Like, let me just tell you something, Bryden. If men would stop behaving badly, we would stop assuming that you're gonna behave badly.
I mean, you got to look at the stats of the type of men that are behaving badly.
No,
Uh,
there's still men. There's still men.
that's an
Also, I posted a
insane way
poll:
to look at things.
man or beer.
Oh,
And you know what the women chose?
beer.
Beer.
Yeah,
It's not gonna.
I would
You'd be
choose beer.
shocked how close it was, though. It's like, what do you mean? It's
That just
beer.
that just means that women are stupid.
They're real dumb.
I would choose beer over men. I would
Exactly.
if it's like
Look
would you
how
like
flaming you are.
if you would like
Yeah.
to hang out with a dude or have a beer, I'm like, just give me the beer because there's a chance the guy's gonna be terrible. So I'll just
See, you understand now.
yeah. But if you told me like anything or beer, I'm probably gonna go beer.
Yeah. Okay, everyone, we're out of time for today. Thank you so much for listening. We care about you very much.
Abby
Very,
doesn't
very
know.
much.
Abby doesn't know. That's why she's
I
not in the
do.
Discord.
Oh my
I
gosh.
do though.
Oh my
That's why I'm
gosh.
always in
I've
the
been
Discord.
busy. I've been busy. Okay.
She's been busy
Sorry.
with a
Mom's
flute,
busy.
just getting children to come back to her cave where she can make them into porridge.
Go play on your iPad, children. Okay. Mom will be back later.
Now
All
you
right.
talk to me, dickheads.
Right.
There's new games coming out. I don't even
Yeah.
have Helldivers 2.
Does this make you their dad? I don't think I like this dynamic.
No, I'm
of
just their
Bill Day
friend.
anymore.
I'm just their fucking bro, is who I am.
Wait.
You are some distant fucking cousin that nobody gives a shit about who shows up once a week for the family reunion and everybody's like, eh. What does
No,
she
they
bring?
like me.
Shit macaroni casserole again? Cool.
They like me.
They don't.
They don't. You're right. They don't. You can
And
go
your friends
on...
don't even come to the goddamn party because
That's
they
true.
suck.
They do suck. Well,
They're-
you banned half of them.
I will ban you if you are gay.
Every
I
time
will-
every time I bring one of my friends in there, either they're like covert, like trying not to piss you off,
That's the way you should be,
obviously,
baby.
or
That's
you
the way you should be.
ban them.
That's the way you should be.
Like-
Covert. Put a box on your head like freaking goddamn Metal Gear in there. Don't let me know. Don't let me know about this nonsense. My boys run the chat. My boys.
See, why would I look this?
Please join the Discord.
I choose
And
the beer. I choose the beer.
Everybody in the Discord chooses the beer.
Well, then, but they're not. They're choosing each other. Okay, you can go
That's
to
not
the
true.
Discord.
These
There's
people
an
are
invite
all
in the
alcoholics.
description. Okay, so they're doing both. That's a good point. You can go to Twitter at OctoAbby. That's Abby with an I, not a Y. On X Twitter.
I think we just call it X now. I think it's been long enough that everybody's just like, it's X.
I can't. I never say it out loud, so I just don't think to. I don't know.
It's
X is nicer to type when you're texting someone. You know,
Nah,
oh,
because
it's on X.
it auto completes.
Oh yeah, well, that's just always screwing me over. Mine always wants to do XCOM, which is like a game
Yeah.
that I've maybe talked about once in my life because I never actually played it. And for some reason, my keyboard thinks I always want to talk about freaking XCOM if I put an X anywhere.
What's weird is mine is like really similar in letters to that.
Yeah. Okay, everyone, you can go to patreon.com/here to help podcast.
I don't even know if that's a website.
Subscribe
I hope so.
to the Patreon, and the $25 tier will get you a one-time commission from me, and you'll have to give me more money in some other way to get more than that. Sorry. But yeah,
Ugh.
thank you everyone for listening and have a great week secure in the knowledge that we are with you and we are the only ones you can trust are here to help.